Here we are at the Wahweap launch ramp, and over here we can see the very edge of the concrete. But don't worry, there's some corrugated metal plates in the water, so when and if the water gets to the edge of the concrete before the snow runoff, there will still be plenty of room to launch boats onto those plates into the water at the Wahweap launch ramp. State Line Auxiliary Launch Ramp. So this is the State Line launch ramp location that is currently being used for boats. And we have the top of the ramp just out of sight behind the vehicle up there. You can see that there is plenty of concrete, as this ramp is the deepest of all of the ramps in the nearby area. So no worries at all for launching boats. State Line original launch ramp here, used for paddle sports only currently because the State Line Auxiliary is being used for boats. The concrete ends only a few feet past the water's edge, and then there's a complete drop-off cliff shortly after these rocks here. So it's mostly about 5 feet deep through there, through this section out through here. I would like to take a moment to point out one particular large submerged landmass that is in the center of the Wahweap Bay that could potentially become a hazard before the snowmelt comes into Lake Powell this spring. This landmass is also known as Bummer Island, as coined by Thor, Explore with Thor from YouTube. This island is parallel to the wakeless buoy line that surrounds the houseboat field between the two State Line launch ramps. It is more directly located directly out from the State Line main original launch ramp. And you can see in my map here from my e-foiling ride, it is located roughly here. And then you can see the yellow path that my e-foil made is directly parallel, almost on top of that wakeless buoy line of the houseboat field. Lone Rock Beach area. So yes, there is water around Lone Rock, as you can see. That's really great. Everyone loves to see that. So first off, let me just kind of point out the parking lot here behind us. And we're going to take the easiest route down to the beach area using my Camry. Because you can take any vehicle down to the beach if you know the right path. And we're going to be taking this path right here, which is one of the farthest to the right. Not the one that goes up high, but the next one. And then it's going to curve down, and you can see that white truck over there. It's on the most gravel-filled road out here. So if you don't know what you're doing and you're not familiar with how soft sand looks versus compact sand looks, you could easily get stuck out here in any kind of vehicle, especially a Camry such as mine here. So Lone Rock Beach, and we're at the very bottom of where the gravel ends. So once again, stick to the routes that have a good packed gravel, very noticeable gravel, and you will be fine. So this is the unofficial, use at your own risk launch ramp of Lone Rock Beach area. So this is the most general spot people will launch boats, and you know, it's use at your own risk. It's going to depend on the lake level, it's going to depend on your vehicle, it's going to depend on your experience, your boat, your trailer. It's going to depend on a lot of things. Use at your own risk. And as you can see here, it's really easy to get stuck, even just slightly off the path of the gravel. It's very easy to get stuck. So use with caution, use at your own risk. Do not get stuck. This is a great place, lots of adventure. It's a great place to meet other people, socialize, but generally not the best place if you're looking for solitude, because this is the most accessible and largest beach on all of Lake Powell. With the excitement of spring around the corner, I thought I would do an update of the Antelope Point public launch ramp area. It's available for paddle sports only, of course, and it's still an easy walk down, just following this sand here and down over there. So here's a perfect example right here. This is how you bring a portable craft down to the water. Kayak, stand-up paddleboard, or even an e-foil. Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to come back here. I haven't been to this spot with my e-foil since November. So look for some new videos around Antelope coming soon. Antelope Point public launch ramp in the evening. Hopefully you enjoy this full screen, widescreen shot as well. You can see the beach down there, one kayak. Now we're on the opposite side of the Antelope Point public launch ramp. There is another spot to bring kayaks down on this side, but it's longer and a bit steeper. But it may be less crowded, or you might not mind, or you just might prefer this spot right here. It's not really bad, but again, it's longer and a little bit steeper than this spot over on the other side.